Don't make this mistake. This mistake cost me thousands of dollars in my investment account. 240,000 to be precise. And the reason I made this mistake is ridiculous. Hi there, I'm Avanti. I'm a mom, an investment analyst, and a CFA charter holder. And I have helped dozens of women take control of their financial futures. Subscribe to my channel if you want to learn about making money and taking charge of your financial future. In this video, I will be talking about two best friends that will help you become rich. Any guesses who they are? No, it's not your spouse or significant other. It's not your best friend from college or your BFF from kindergarten. Your first best friend when it comes to building wealth is time. Did you know that if you had invested just $1,000 at the beginning of 1980 in the S&P 500 and stayed fully invested, which means you had reinvested all your dividends in the same index, today you would have had a little over $120,000. Now, I know many of you weren't even born in the 80s. If you had started with just $1,000 at the beginning of 1990 and invested that in the S&P 500 and continued to reinvest all your dividends in the index, today you would have a little over $23,000. And if you had done the same starting the beginning of 2000, you would have $4,500. Now imagine if you, instead of investing $1,000, you had invested $10,000 at the beginning of those years. Today you would have 10 times the amounts I gave you. Isn't that something to think about? That's the power of compounding. The longer you're invested, the longer your money has to work for you. And if you continue to reinvest all those dividends then get to work for you, generating returns, and you get this beautiful exponential curve. Of course, this curve is not going to be smooth. There will be ups and downs like this. But if you're invested for the long term and don't intend to withdraw capital from your account, the longer your account is invested and stays invested, you can endure any downturn that comes your way. If you like and agree with what I've said so far, please hit the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you get all the latest videos on building your own wealth. And to help you better allocate your income, I have linked my personal budgeting worksheet in the description below. So don't forget to grab that. Moving on to your second best friend. Any guesses on that one? Again, no, it's not your spouse or even me. It is consistency. The most common reason I hear from people for not investing their money is, I don't make enough. Where am I going to find the money to invest? Well, did you know if you had started investing just $50 every month, each month in the S&P 500, starting the beginning of 1980, today you would have a little over $500,000 in your portfolio. And if you had doubled that to $100 a month, today you would have your first million already. Isn't that awesome? And the shocking part is only 5% of the total million would have come from your contributions, the $100 that you put in each month. The remaining 95% is all compounding. That's the power of compounding, and consistency only amplifies it. So knowing the power of compounding, now can you find the money to invest each month consistently? That brings me to why I'm short $240,000 today. It's an embarrassing story, but I need to tell you this so you don't make the same mistake. So when I had started my first job right out of grad school, I had the opportunity to invest $15,000 each year for 3 years in my investment account. And you know what? I didn't take it. Guess why? My boyfriend at the time told me that women are not good with money, that I will lose my money if I invest, and that I couldn't learn how to make money through investing. And guess what? I believed him. I did not invest, and I lost the opportunity to make what would have been $240,000 today. I don't want you making the same mistake, which is why I encourage you to invest and be very consistent with it. Please start investing if you aren't doing it already. You can't bring back lost time, but you can always build a better future. So if I can leave you with a few takeaways, here they are. If you're not already investing, start today. Start small. Invest money that you're willing to lose. Invest for the long term and be consistent. Let me know in the comments how you're planning to invest. Next week, I will be talking about retirement. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss it. That's it from me for this week. I will see you next week. But in the meantime, don't forget to be happy, to be kind, and to do your best. Bye-bye.